Hello everybody, Storm here. Welcome back to Factorio. In the last episode, we worked on a new ore processing system over here to make manganese. We got that all set up. I've never really used manganese as an additive before, so this will be interesting. We are going to have to expand this because I did some miscalculations. But we'll get to that. But we are pretty much ready to go ahead and start getting our production line set up, except for one thing. We are going to need one additional thing, and that is coke. We're going to need some coke. And I was thinking about where we're going to get some coke. We have coke being produced over here where we're making our first setup for sulfuric acid. So we're probably going to use this. Right now we have nowhere where it's loaded. I just have it stored in a big old warehouse, which is fine. We can do that. So we just need to set up an area to load it, and what we're probably going to do is we're going to add in a loading bay over here by where we have our sulfuric acid to move the coke where it's going to need to be. We're going to only do a single train because we have no parking over here, but that's fine. What I did do off screen is I went ahead and finished the construction of all of these loading areas. I've set up the trains to begin moving iron ore, begin moving silicon ore, and to begin moving manganese over here. We have a loading area set up and ready to begin accepting coke as soon as I get this set up. So that's what we're going to work on right now. We'll see how far we get. So let's get to it. This is all going to be built mostly by hand. So I will have to grab some materials. I did test the alterations that I made over here, and it works great. So all that works fine. So that's good. Alright, I am going to need to dispose of some stuff, but we need to put that underground. I do need to clean up some inventory, which I forgot to do. Go ahead and we're going to dispose of this stuff. We don't need that. We don't need that. Okay. Now, we do have these belts coming through here, but those shouldn't be an issue. Nope, can't do that. There. We're gonna have to back that one up a little bit. Not a problem. There we go. We will just line everything up here. We'll be making these black. I already actually have the train ready to go. So I did do a little bit of prep work. Uh, fuel is another matter. There we are. So that will load everybody here. We're going to call this home base. This is back to home base. Coke loading. Did you run out of power lines? You did. Okay. That shouldn't be too far away. Maybe a little farther than I think. There we go. Let's just grab a whole bunch of those. Still have yet to actually set up a robot logistics network. That's kind of on the agenda. So we have the ports. Wait a minute, I was like, why isn't this thing getting power? That's because there's no power lines. Alright. Now, we need to set you up for Coke. Which I forgot that I have to actually do this for the ore unloading areas, but we'll get to that. There we go. Okay. Now, actually, we need to rearrange this. This is only going to be a single line coming in, right? I'm not going to use loaders. I'm going to use inserters. No, it isn't perfect. Could probably make it perfect. Yeah, that will make it. Well, actually, no, you need to be offset there. There we go. Yep, that should make it run at full capacity. And there we go. Oh, we need to set up signals. Signals. Yep, There we go. Signal there. And a signal there. Should probably actually also put a signal there. There we go. All right. Home base, coke loading, full cargo. Then head over to manufacturing alpha, coke unloading, empty cargo, and then go get some gas. Not gonna have a ton, but... Oh, I left my truck. I just realized I was driving away from, you know, my truck that has all of my stuff in it. So, yeah, there we go. So that will run... Oh, zooming out a little too much there. All right. So now what we need to do is we need to go adjust our manganese production because I'm going to need more of it than what I originally built. And I'll go over the mistake that I made in my calculations. Like all these signals turned red and I thought, oh my goodness, is a train coming? No. Okay. Yeah, that's right. I'm not manufacturing ore crushers. I need 1, 2, 3 for those. And I need some more bricks. Ah, of course I do. Alright, here's the problem that I did. Is when I was working on looking at my steel production, I was calculating based on iron because we are making 16 iron ore per second. So we're going to be consuming 5.4 iron ore per second for the iron sheet coils. And so for steel, we have 10 iron ore to play with. Looking at it. Yes, okay. And so I was like, okay. But the problem is I was looking at this processed iron, not actual iron ore. And so I calculated for 10.7 per second of processed iron. But that was then 20 per second iron ore, which we can't afford. So I had to bring this down a little bit. So we'll only be making 2 per second steel sheet coils out of this. So yeah. And then that means that we are going to need 8 ore sorting facilities. We're going to need 2 ore crushers across the board for everything, which is fine. We can do that. In fact, let me just do this real quick. Now, I don't know if I can actually edit. No. Oops, and I just deleted that, didn't I? There you go. You know what, while I'm doing this. There we are. And I could keep it, but not that big of a deal. And you probably need to be offset there. Same thing here and here. This is why it'd be very nice to have a logistics network set up. So I can just have the bots bring me everything I need. So these bots are extremely slow, so I want the faster ones. Oh, made a wrong turn. Okay, so we need how many of these? 8 of them. 8 of them? Really? 8 of them? To make us an additional 10.7 per second iron ore. Really? That's the problem, is that we could scale this up. And I could scale that up, but then again we'll have to scale this up. So we'll have a bunch of extra iron ore kicking around, but we are going to need that additional iron ore for other things like catalysts, for various, like ferric chloride solution is going to consume a bunch of iron ore. So yeah, we're going to need the extra iron ore. We don't want to consume all of it to make iron and steel plates. In theory. Oh, we need bricks. Stone bricks. Not clay bricks. Stone bricks. Stone bricks. Probably should pick up a whole bunch of pipe as well. So that's always a good thing to have around. Well, it should have been steel that I was picking up, not iron. Oh well. Alright, so I'm gonna need 7. Because we already have 1. So we need 1, 2, 3, 4 more of those. Alright. Let those assemble while we head out. Now, my question is, if I did get hit by a train in this thing, would it destroy the train or would it destroy the truck? I don't know, and I don't want to find out. I probably will at some point. It would be terrible for this thing to be destroyed. There's so much on board. Alright. Okay, ore crusher. Need some more belts. Okay, there we go. 2 of those going. One, 2. Well, I'll have to change some Google settings. All right. There we go. That's all 8. Okay. Oh, that will reach across. All right, excellent. Alright, now we're going to make a little tiny blueprint. Another temporary blueprint. No, we don't want that. Okay. Ooh. Need some more belts. All right. Skip that one, and then we set you offset, set you offset, you leave you alone, set you offset, you alone, and then set you offset, set you offset. Now, the problem with that is that it's all running through this. Again, this whole thing is limited by the fact that I only have the yellow loaders. I don't have the red ones. So... we'll get there. We will get there. So... now that that's done, and we have some Coke, we have all the ingredients that we're going to need, we can actually start construction. The actual smelting process. All right. So I think the first thing that we're going to do here is we're also going to use the Coke for fuel as well as ingredients. So the first thing we're going to do here is we're going to need some silicon ingots. This doesn't use any Coke. No, it does. It uses 0.7 per second Coke. One of the other things we need to do. Forgot to do it while I was over here. But I set this up so that it runs continuously. Right? Couple of ways I could do that, but I'll deal with that later. All right. Oh, yeah, we're gonna need some steam, aren't we? Electric boilers. Have I made any electric boilers, or can I make electric boilers? I can make an electric boiler. Excellent. All right, liquefier, blast furnace, and a boiler. Now, can I use purified water in a boiler? I don't know. We can find out. Blast furnace. I have tons of this ammunition. I've also got a bunch of stuff that I need to dispose of. What else did I need? Oh, liquefier, right. Liquefiers. Hopefully, I don't need more than that. All right. Oh, and we need loaders. Loaders. Well, actually, it looks like we're kind of getting to the end here. So, I was kind of hoping I was going to get to this, but it took a little longer than I thought. That'll go here, because how much ore are we going to need per second? 7. Yeah, easy. Alright, well, what I think we'll do is we'll just go ahead and end here. Stop here. And then we will start getting all of this manufactured next episode. I mean, one of the things that I'll work on off screen is getting all of the trains moving to bring all of the ores over that we're going to be working with. So that should be good. Alright, but for now, we'll stop here. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Thanks for watching. Go ahead, like, subscribe, and comment, and I will see you next time.